guys, so last week I flew up to Vancouver for the BlendFest conference with about 400 other motion designers, and it was an incredible experience. I got to meet some really cool people. So I wanted to make this video and kind of recap my main lessons that I took away from the conference. And instead of just regurgitating what the speakers said or summarizing that for you guys, I wanted to kind of boil it down to my main takeaways and then my spin on that, my personal opinions and thoughts, and hopefully in a way that will provide value for you. And if nothing else, it's a good way for me to think through everything I learned. So here are the 5 lessons I learned at Blend and why I think they're important. Okay, so the first lesson from Blend was side projects can really help renew your creative spirit, but they can also have practical benefits for your business. So what do I mean by that? Side projects were a really big theme at Blend this year, and I don't know if that was intentional, but every speaker pretty much mentioned how they can provide value in not only a way to channel your creative energy into something that you're passionate about and doing work that you really want to do, but it can also bring in work. One of the best pieces of advice I got about side projects was from Erica Gorochow, and she said, cut it in half again. That is a brilliant piece of advice. We've all done side projects. It's no problem coming up with ideas, but a lot of times it starts as this little idea and then it keeps growing and growing until this big project. You gotta step back. It's not gonna get done if you go too hard. So the piece of advice is to cut it in half and cut it in half again. So I learned this lesson on my Everyday Metaphors project that I did. I was gonna do these little 5 to 10 second animations based on common metaphors that people say. And what started as little tiny animations became, 30 to 45 second little shorts. And I got 2 of them done, but I haven't been able to work on them since because they kind of grew too big. So my lesson, I need to go back, cut that in half, cut it in half again. That'll help me get my side projects done. That's brilliant. Second piece of advice on side projects was from Animate, and they said, start small and move quickly. So that's pretty related to the last one, but their kind of take on it was to start small and to share that as you go. So if you're making if you're doing a short project and it's gonna be a short film, kind of maybe think about releasing it in small bits and doing those at a time. And not only does that kind of build a following and help bring people into the story and so that people will follow, but it also gives you an accountability, because once you release that first part, you got to release the next and the next and the next part. You kind of put yourself out there instead of hiding it away until it's completely finished, where it might not even get done. So the third thing, and I have to put this in here because it showed up at least 3 or 4 times, was the graph. So it basically went, there's side projects and there's client work. So side projects feed your personal passions and they do the work that you want to do. People will see that. It'll lead to client work. The client work gives you money. The money gives you room to do side projects, and it keeps going around and around and around. That was repeated over and over, and I think it's really important to understand. It might seem kind of obvious, but do the kind of work you want to get paid for. So if you want to do 2D animation, but your entire portfolio is design or print design, nobody's gonna hire you for 2D animation because they don't know you do it. So do the kind of work you want to do, and you can do that through side projects. That will lead to people paying you to do that kind of work. So side projects, gotta love them, gotta do them. They are a fun way to kind of do work that you're passionate about, but they can also lead to real business and can help grow your business.